Hi everybody, it's Heather, the Butterfly Effect plant-based extreme weight loss, and today is weigh-in Wednesday, and I just wanted to do a quick check-in to update you on where I am. So we're about halfway through July, and I had a good week, and I was able to remove 4 more pounds. Um, if you are keeping track along with me, I started out at 436 pounds at only 5'2", so very morbidly obese. This makes 165 pounds that I've removed, and so we are having some progress. I'm a little bit more than halfway through with getting to my goal, which is 136 pounds. So 4 more pounds off this week. Everything's going really well. For those of you who are wondering, what am I doing? As my name of my channel implies, I'm doing a plant-based diet. It's probably about 50% raw. My raw components are things like green smoothies every morning and a big salad that I have. My cooked components are going to be things like lightly steamed vegetables, so very unprocessed. I don't eat oil, I don't eat sugar, and I really watch the salt. I do enjoy things like beans and sweet potatoes and, like split pea soup, usually soups, chilies, bean-based dishes are what I have for my starch component. And so my carbohydrates, I'm having a high carb, low fat, vegan lifestyle is what you could say. I also think it's really important to drink a lot of water. I drink at least 3 liters of water a day in addition to green smoothies or green juices, whatever I'm having. I get lots of sleep. I exercise. Lately I've been getting consistently about 8,000 steps on my Fitbit, so I'm still working up to that 10,000 a day. And I also try to make sure that I'm taking care of my emotional health, my spiritual health, and all the aspects of my life are in balance. So when people ask how I'm doing it, that's how I'm doing it. My main source of fat right now is chia seeds. I do eat small amounts of nuts or avocados in recipes. I no longer eat them straight anymore. And I think that they're good foods. I just have a hard time with restraint with that. And so I do keep my meals, what I would say, on the boring side. And that's based on some research that there's a book called The Pleasure Trap, that if you are wondering why a person would want to go no oil, no sugar, and no salt, that would be a good book for you to read, because a lot of these foods that we buy, they've been, processed foods especially, have been altered to be what they call hyperpalatable. So they know that if they put sugar, salt, and oil in things, that it will make it taste really, really good to us, and we won't be able to stop ourselves. And a lot of people like me who have a compulsive eating problem, the manufacturers of these processed foods have exploited that fact that we just can't control ourselves when we're around those addictive foods. But what I find is I can stay off it as long as I stay off it. So if I get into some sugar and just one bite won't hurt, well, the problem is I start craving it all over again, because right now I'm relieved of the cravings. I don't really crave anything. I feel I'm in a state that I like to call bulletproof, which I love that feeling. As long as I keep my fat low, so less than 10% of the calories of my diet, and if I stay off of processed sugar, I do eat fruit. Fruit is great for you. As long as I stay off of those two things, I achieve that what I call bulletproof state, where I'm not tempted by things. when I accidentally get a hold of something or deliberately get a hold of something with sugar, or if I let my fat creep up to more than 10% of my calories, that's when I start craving the processed foods, more sugar, more fatty foods, heavier foods. So I feel like that might be the formula that's making this time different than all the other times. Um, but I will tell you, I don't feel like a failure, even though I failed a thousand times. I will never be a failure because I will never give up. I will never give up. Even if this doesn't work this time, I will keep working until I find out how to make it work. So, and I call that, an element that is kind of unquantifiable, but you gotta want it. You gotta want it. And it's just the power of the made up mind. Um, there's a lot of power in just completely and totally being 100% committed to the fact that this time it's going to happen. I'm going to get to my goal weight for the first time in my life. And, or I'm going to go down trying. So I so appreciate you being on this journey with me. And I want to tell you really quickly about a new series that I'm going to do. And I'll just tell you, so far, I haven't wanted to give any kind of advice because even when people ask me, in my Facebook group or just in real life, what are you doing? How can I do that? How can I become vegan? I'm happy to give them recipes. I'm happy to point them to other people. But I've never felt like, because I am still so heavy, I am 268 pounds. That feels good to say that I'm in the 60s. Yay! Because I'm still 268 pounds, I'm like, who am I to give any kind of advice? But, I have taken off more than 160 pounds. I have had zero gains this whole year since January. And so I do feel like I have something to share. And I also feel like people can't wait. People can't wait who are suffering. So this series is called How to Lose 100 Pounds or More. And it's just what's been working for me so far to see if it can help somebody else. And I'm going to start that series on Monday. I really want to get some research done and get everything compiled and make it be a really good series. And we'll have those on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So if you know anybody who has over 100 pounds to lose, first of all, I have a wonderful Facebook group. The link is down below. And also, we have a lot of people in that Facebook group that have lost, great amounts of weight and have kept it off for a long period of time, which is the part I haven't mastered. And I consider those people my gurus and my team and my cheerleaders, and where I can go to be completely honest and get some help, So if you could use that help too, we would love to have you there, and we would love to have you share what you know. The other thing is that if you know somebody that is trying to lose, 100 pounds or more, maybe this series would be helpful for them, especially if they've tried things like, a low carb diet and it didn't work for them. I'm going to be talking about how to lose this in a plant-based way. So I think that they might benefit from trying it out if they haven't tried that approach yet, or if they're wanting to get started and don't know where to start. Or just, there's a different challenge with having more than 100 pounds to lose. You lose credibility with yourself. You have such a high mountain to climb that it can be really difficult. So if you know anybody that might benefit from that, I would love it if you'd let them know about it. Maybe when I start coming out with those videos, maybe share them, encourage them to subscribe. If you like these weigh-in Wednesdays and you like to hear what I'm doing, I appreciate, giving me a thumb before you go. And I love your comments. I absolutely love the comments. It feels like Christmas every time I get a comment. So I just appreciate you guys. I hope that you're having a wonderful week, and I hope that the scale's being kind to you, and just stay vegan and stay on the path, because small changes over time add up to big results. And just be consistent and just hang in there, and we'll get there together. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.